I'm pretty sure by now you've heard that breaking a mirror is bad luck. But has anybody ever explained why it's bad luck? Let's talk about that real quick. So, breaking a mirror is believed to be bad luck because it is perceived that energy can be stored within mirrors. So, let's say you have a bad day at work. You go home, you look in the mirror, you're all pissed off, or you're tired. All that negative energy is being passed on into the mirror. So, if after 20 years of living in the same house, looking at the same mirror every day, it breaks. All that negative energy that has been trapped inside that mirror for the past 20 years is now released into your house. That's where people say all the bad luck comes from. So, let's talk about a game where you have to intentionally break a mirror and release negative energy in order to make it out. But as long as you make it and you do the game completely safe and you do the game completely the correct way, you can have a big prize at the end. Let's go over the Dark Reflection game. It's also known as Rituals, it's known as the Mirror game, Mirror Ritual, and things like that. So, it is very recommended that you do play this game in groups. It's not recommended you do it alone, but it is very possible to play either way and the game's still the same and it works. So first, let's move on to what you're going to need for the game. Material list needed for this game is very small. So you need the person you're going to play with. You do need a mirror. Hopefully you have a mirror that you've had around for a long time. You've put a lot of energy into, because the longer it's been around you, the more energy that's inside of it, the older the mirror, the better the results will be, but the harder the game will also be. Next, you're going to need a candle. You're also going to need a lighter, matches. Now let's talk about the time. You have to play after sunset, but no less than 6 hours until dawn. So, make sure you have your mirror with you. First step is you're going to blow on your mirror. You need to blow until you fog it up. Everybody in the group has to do that one time, but only one time. Make sure you try not to cross your breaths if you can. If they do cross, it's not that huge of a deal. So, next, you're going to take your lighter, your matches, and you're going to burn where you're breathing on until it goes black as charcoal. You want it to be dark. After everybody has done that to their part, you set the mirror down, you take a couple steps back, and you throw something hard at the mirror to break it. This is the important part. Once the mirror has broken, leave everything where it is. Do not touch everything. If your lighter and your matches are on the floor, leave them there. You don't need them. You've got to run. You have to leave immediately because all the negative energy has been let go and all of it has been released. I've seen a lot of references and recommendations to go to your house because that is where your best chance of surviving will be if you live close by. Because since you have started the game, it's gonna go. The energy will follow you no matter where you leave. This is the only ritual where the energy will follow you if you break the mirror. So, you gotta be careful because it's gonna start off small. Let's say you stub your toes, you're running. There's your first incident. But if you're not aware and visual throughout all this, your next incident could be you getting into a car wreck, or your next incident could be getting a ticket. It's gonna slowly elevate until you've made it back home or wherever you want to be. So there it is. You've done the ritual. Now, you're probably wondering what the good prize is. You're gonna have an abundance of good luck as long as you have made it through the ritual. Now, I'm not saying you will die or you could die, but there's a chance whenever you play with anything like this that you may. So as long as you make it through the ritual and you're unharmed, then you will have all kinds of good luck the first of sunrise. It will start with people being nicer to you. You might get the promotion you're wanting. If you're a gambling person, go buy a lottery ticket because your numbers are hitting. So that's the ritual. Do what y'all will with it. Thank you. Alright, now let's talk about my opinion about this game, if I think it works. Do I think this game works? Yes. I believe this game could possibly work. I'm not saying I'm 100% sold on it, but I do like the concept behind it. Now, do I think that this game is worth the threat? I'm not sure. That would be up to viewer discretion. Because if you're telling me I could win the lottery and be a multimillionaire by the time I wake up, yeah, of course it's going to be worth it. But if you're telling me possibly could have something that's life altering as such, I get into a car wreck, or I fall down and something happens, I twist my ankle, that's not that big of a deal. But if it leads to an infection in the surgery, or possibly death, I mean, it could lead to abundance of all kinds of different things. So would I participate in this ritual? I am not sure. But I do believe this ritual would work, and I do believe it does work. So, there's my take on it. If you want to try it, be careful, follow the rules, and have a fun time.